are going to be enjoying a little bit of horror tonight with a game called Daylight. It is a procedurally horror escape game, I guess you could say. It is basically, essentially, you wake up in a abandoned hospital, and their goal is to collect artifacts or remnants that you need to acquire certain items that allow you to pass on to the next area and escape said hospital and or the horrors that await you and are chasing you and pursuing your every move. So, let's give this a go. Let me just first paste this link onto the Discord. Ah, dang it. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright. As you can see, we do have a smartphone. Smartphones are nice. We can play Flappy Bird while we're
Good, you've arrived. Sarah, focus. We haven't much time at all. They've been busy. They certainly have. Use that machine in your hand to find your way. There's much to see, much to learn.
Much to learn?
Where am I?
It's been some time now. This place has been waiting for your arrival. Gather up everything you can. The memories contained within these walls are waiting to be found. Sarah, listen to me. You must succeed.
Oh no.
Don't worry, Sarah. I'll help you through this. The journey of a lifetime. You know what, maybe I should read
Ah, Sarah, no matter where you go, there you are. Use the light to find the answers. It will tell you where to look.
Cool. It has glow sticks. Oh god. Why is it lagging like this? Patient, age 10 months old, has been readmitted by her foster parents due to odd and frightening incidents that occurred shortly after she left the hospital. What the hell could be frightening about a 10-month-old baby? Are you serious?
Oh my god, no!
Oh, what the fuck?
Painting pictures on your flesh, they can smell it.
Interesting. Why won't it open? Did I ever... Yeah, I turned off YouTube. Oh, there it goes. What the hell? Why is it doing that?
I know there's somebody here!
The Puritan Church of New Kipling pronounced that a dark time had engulfed the town, prompting some inhabitants to flee in fear for their lives. In order to keep the peace, the local church and town elders instated mandatory church attendance laws. Oh boy. What the fuck was that? Where is that coming from? Stopped. Now, the game is procedural, and I did give it a go for about 5-10 minutes just to see what it was about the other night when my internet wasn't working. And I can tell you right now that the map it's displaying on my smartphone screen is not the same map that I was in before. So that's very exciting. So I have no idea where I'm going. Patient 27C suffers from an obsession with mazes. Compulsive behavior has driven him to draw mazes all over his cell. Having run out of space, patient turned on himself, carving an elaborate maze into his own flesh, completely enveloping his chest, parts of his back, forearms, upper arms, and upper thighs, and even parts of the buttocks and genitals. Oh god. Patient restrained via straitjacket and placed in solitary confinement. He must be the one that etched this onto my skin. Billy, I saw someone down in the boiler room tonight. Bastard made me nearly jump out of my skin. Ran off before I could get a good look at them. Though nobody but me and Adam should be down there, so it better not be one of the orderlies scoping out a spot to put the moves on one of them nurses. Just make sure people are doing their job and not screwing around in my boiler room, George. So are we gonna have to go into a boiler room? Oh, I'm not seeing anything else in here. What the fuck was that? No. Give me another close look, please. Oh.
They weather in flames, Sarah. Use it to your advantage. They will not harm you if you do.
What the hell does that even mean? Light flares fend off the shadows. Holy shit. I didn't know you could do that. Whoa, what just happened? I like floated up over the air. Inventory full. Too many bracelets. What the fuck? I heard footsteps. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. What the fuck? Oh my god. Nope, we're gonna go this way. What was that? Nothing, I guess.
Anybody
Oh,
there?
that's the way I came from. Okay. Go this way then. Okay, I can't go that way. Fuck. So this is the only way to go. Not any more than no. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. This is freaking me out. This game is extremely atmospheric, which is really nice, but it's extremely terrifying. Wait, there's nothing here at all? Oh, I can't go that way. Okay, this is way different than what I was doing before. This map, anyway. Yeah, the only way I can go is this way. This truck over here. Okay, that was a freakishly dark. It's a freakishly dark area. I didn't like that. Not one bit. What? Did this just open on its own? Oh, I was already in here. Wait, no, I wasn't. The village of New Kipling traces its roots of the mid-1600s. The rich fishing source, along with easy access to trade routes, drew early settlers to the village.
Ah, I see it. They've revealed the sigil. Reclaim it and bring it to the gateway.
Okay then. Once a small fishing village, New Kipling blossomed into a I got 6 remnants. Okay, I need to find the thingamabob. There's a thingamabob somewhere that I need to use the 6 remnants to access. Oh shit, I didn't know it keeps going this direction. Okay, that was really cool. Thank you for, god damn it, fuck off. I don't want any of your cookies.
Hello?
Is this the thing I'm looking for?
God, please.
No? Fuck. Ooh. The stuffed bear, whom the patient refers to as her beloved, has been placed in quarantine. The doctor recommends incineration. as it has come in contact with the girl and might carry the disease. None of us had the heart to burn the stuffed animal, though I guess Ms. Goodman isn't the only one in this place with a soft spot for such a poor, wretched little girl. How wretched? Adam, I think I saw that thing you were talking about the other day. I don't know what the hell it is, but it ain't a person. It just stared at me and it then disappeared when I shined my light on it. Billy says I was seeing shadows, but I know what I saw. Something's not right down there. I'm putting in a transfer request, George. What is this? Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, this must be the maze guys. Oh, the teddy bear. Can I grab it? Oh god. Okay, what the fuck just happened?
It began with infection, a black veil of sickness, disease, and despair, sudden and swift.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Hell?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Can it
Where
be?
the fuck can I? Where the fuck?
I see you.
What the fuck?
I see
Oh my god, okay, what the fuck just happened? Okay. Is this where I was supposed to be going? Yes, no, fuck, where am I going?
you. Oh my god, what was that?
Oh thank god. Haha, we did it. Is there anything? Oh, okay, I thought it was over. Oh god. I don't like the oh, yes. I definitely needed some more glow sticks, because I was down to 2. Alright. Attention all employees. Last night at approximately 7 p.m. the power went off to this section of the facility. Due to the unfortunate timing, we were unable to transfer a critical patient to the emergency department, and he passed away in transit in the hallway behind the records room security door. To avoid this type of tragedy in the future, the hospital has decided that non-maintenance staff should be aware that the security door will not operate when the power is out. You must reset the breaker before using the door. Please familiarize yourself with the power switch's location within the record room stacks. Management. So it looks like we need to go and turn on the power, and here's another remnant. All employees, we understand that it is difficult to make it outside on your 10-minute breaks. However, just because the record room is large and has high ceilings does not mean you can move things about and create a satellite break room for smoking. We have caught several staff members moving supply crates, stacking them precariously, and climbing over them to serve as lookout. Be advised, this is not gym equipment. Climbing on crates of medical supplies will not be tolerated. Management. Okay. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Fuck, I'm trying to be quiet because my mom and everybody is sleeping. Ms. Daniels was found dead in her staff quarters this morning. There was a suicide note indicating she was extremely unhappy at work and in her personal life. Personnel on site states that she died from rapid blood loss caused by self-inflicted lacerations on her wrists. Her body was found sitting in a wheelchair. Pending a police investigation, Ms. Daniels' body was transported to the morgue. This is eerily similar to the other instances. Other instances?
Oh my god.
Mid-Island Hospital was one of the most locally influential and medically profound places in our city's history, yet few people know how important its presence has been. From treating smallpox in the 1850s to contributing to tuberculosis research in more recent years, the hospital has done much to benefit the citizens of New Kipling. Even its brief, if failed attempt at reopening it as a penitentiary helped to keep our citizens safe. So it was like for the criminally insane? Kipling citizens accused. Crimes. 16-year-old girl allowed to live. Admits guilt. Estimate condemned to hang. Evil. Hospital. Opened to deal with spread of disease. Interesting. I wonder why that was like chunked up. What the fuck?
Stop! Stop!
Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. What is this? Why are we supposed to get rid of you? Get away. Okay, wouldn't let me move.
What ails you,
Cool. I love
Sarah?
how if you switch from the flare to the glow
Perhaps
stick,
truth,
before
really
it runs
pure,
out, you still
never
have
simple.
that flare. While on nightly rounds, Nurse Moriarty noticed patient 90D standing in his room in an agitated state. The nurse claimed the man was beating his face against the mesh protecting the glass. She screamed for help, and by the time we arrived, the patient's face was completely covered in blood, and he was raving about faces in the dark. Patient was quickly subdued and taken to the infirmary, where the attending physician reported he will likely lose both eyes. Patient did not seem bothered by this, recommending transfer to Dr. Mercer's care. Oh, there's another thing. And then there is the hospital as it stands today, abandoned and referred to by the locals as Crow Island for its ominous bird population. The hospital and the island it sits on are now more synonyms with rumors about curses and hauntings. There is hardly a youth in New Kipling who does not entertain the rite of passage of sneaking into the abandoned building, and the stories they concoct about hearing voices, smelling cigar smoke, or even seeing women's shadows wandering the hallways have done little to preserve the reputation of this once life-saving pillar of our community. Interesting. How many more fucking remnants do I need? That's what I want to know. Psychiatric ward report: patients have taken their pills and are all settled in after evening meals. Dyer refuses to check on patient 90D after the incident. He spat blood all over her and yelled some gibberish about casting a spell. Today is my first day observing patient 90D. He screamed high-strung and ready to snap, except towards Patrice. She is oddly special to him. Oh, what? Oh, interesting. I guess. Oh, okay, there we go. I do like the whole like glow stick thing showing you basically where you're supposed to go. And what is that noise? I hear like a ticking sound. It's really weird. Alright, let's get this in. Oh my god.
Does being out of the dark make you feel better? Well, it shouldn't.
Alright, doesn't look like there's anything here to collect. Alright. So let's get up here. Where did my vape go? Oh, there it is. Sorry about that, y'all. Gotta have my nicotine. Gotta have it. Especially when I'm playing a scary game, because this stuff gets me like seriously on edge, and then I get anxious and nervous, and I gotta have my nicotine. I gotta have it. Alright. Let's see. What is this room? Oh, this is that starting room. Oh, that's what it opens. Wait a second. Is there a room right here that I didn't see? Ain't nothing here. What the fuck was that? Oh, it closed itself. Well, that's never a good sign. Saving content. I feel like something's about to happen. And the lights are going nuts. Hold on, let me turn up the, I wanted to turn my headphone audio up so I can better hear the terrors that await me. fuck? Okay. That was not very polite. Found another glow stick, that's good. Billy, I'm done with this hospital. I ain't dealing with this crap anymore. I saw something down in that boiler room, and one of the orderlies saw it too. It ain't right, and I'm not staying here to find out its intentions. George. Okay, 1 out of 6 remnants. Okay, so now we're finding the pages we need.
I can't see a thing.
What the fuck? I'm not going down there. Nope, absolutely fucking not. There's no way. I better be able to do this without having to go down there. What the fuck? 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 And there's no crouching in this game, and I don't like that. 2 out of 6. They will curse you. Patient is physically healthy, but deteriorating mentally. He remains in his straitjacket under constant observation. Patient continually yells that the maze is never ending. Screams continue throughout all hours of day and night, ranging from low, monotone chants to fevered, high-pitched howls. Electroshock therapy has been scheduled for tomorrow morning. Oh boy. Yep, that's why the place is haunted. They electrocuted him. Turned him into a specter. Alright, I'll go up. Yeah, we'll go up. Yeah, see, that's not so bad. This is the same as it is down there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's nowhere to go but down? What the fuck? Why do these games have to do this shit to me? I don't even like going into the basement in real life in a house that's perfectly normal. Oh god, look at my map. It's just an abyss. Can you go down even further? No. Okay, good. At least this is all the further I gotta... Emergency flares. I'll keep that in mind. What in the fuck is happening? What's going on with the phone? Why is the phone freaking out? Can we not? Can we not? Yeah, can we not? Yeah, we can not. Lit flares will protect you. Oh, another remnant. Patient inexplicably died overnight. Body was discovered by the nurse this morning in preparation for electroshock therapy. Body was transported to the morgue. Cremation scheduled for this evening. No kin to notify. What the fuck?
I know there's somebody here.
Yeah, I think we both know that. Yelling, though, isn't going to make it stay away. It's only going to make it come after you. Okay, go, please. Oh. Staff responded to screams coming from patient 60E's room. On arrival, there was blood all over, and the patient was slashing herself repeatedly with a scalpel. It is unknown how she acquired the implement. While there was a lot of blood, none of the injuries were deep or serious. They were all surface cuts, as if she was not really trying to hurt herself, just make a giant mess. Patient 60E has been remanded to solitary confinement as a danger to herself and others. Dr. Mercer has also now directly taken her on as a patient. Hopefully he will be able to cure her of her inner demons. I think that she had... oh my god! Oh my god, I don't wanna play this game anymore. I don't wanna do this anymore. Can we not do this anymore? Let's just quit. It's okay, we don't have to complete the game. I'm not even gonna read them anymore. They'll consume me? I don't wanna get eaten by that thing. Oh my god, this is a giant maze. Oh my god, yes.
The sigil is here.
Let's find it.
Oh God.
Let's go back up here, actually. I feel like maybe this is probably where I need to be.
I can't see a thing.
I don't see anything either. But that doesn't mean that we're safe. Come on, where the fuck are we going? Oh. Oh, thank God, we have to go up. Yep, we're definitely going up. Going up. Bye. See you later. Have a wonderful time. Okay. We found that room.
See a thing.
Oh my God. Where the fuck are we going? Okay. Not that way.
Anybody there?
Come on. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Ooh, is this it? Yeah. Come on, we gotta be quick about this. Holy shit. Oh,
They moved the afflicted to this
Jackie
place where you stand. They thought it would protect and leave them to
Get
grow.
the fuck away from my
Then came
candlestick.
corruption, persecution, and chaos.
Come on. Yes. Okay. That was extremely terrifying. We're not entirely out of the woods yet, though. Unfortunately. still have to keep going.
So nice to see.
The maintenance staff has finished the modifications to your office that you asked for. Also, per your request, I've made sure to only let certain staff work on small parts of the larger project. Your desk should be fully functional now, Judy. Prisoner 85 has been under my direct observation for the past week. No change in temperament. He seems to have contracted some sort of virus causing fever and incoherent ranting. He is currently receiving treatment by the nurses. I'll reevaluate his condition after the study has been completed. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm really glad that they're gonna study. Patient 9F admitted with burns on over 60% of the body. Skin graft underway. Patient is refusing treatment and talks constantly about visions, but we're proceeding anyway. Sometimes it's not about what the patient wants, but about doing whatever it takes to make them better.
Conflict cannot survive without our participation.
Patient 13, such an ominous number. Hospital records indicate that this number is typically attributed to particularly troubled patients. Current case is no exception, given the nature of her birth. I foresee many institutions, bad decisions, and more in her future. Sometimes I find myself wondering if people's inner turmoil is beyond any human help. And I wonder that myself, too.
Full of so many surprises, Sarah.
Alright, I'm not really sure what the fuck that just did. Oh, that's what that did. Oh, okay, there's a thingy right here. Oh, damn it, I didn't want to do that. Can I pick it back up? I hope I can pick that back up. It's recently come to my attention that much of the staff, yourself included, has been getting a bit too comfortable spreading rumors. I don't need to remind you how well you and the others have it here compared to the disease-ridden mainland. Do I? Yes, we've had a wealth of issues with the inmates and some of our more colorful patients. Yes, we've had to turn to drastic measures to deal with them occasionally, but I need everyone here behind me if we're going to keep this place running. I'm doing everything I can.
I was always fortunate in that regard.
Oh, whatever the fuck that
For our time together.
Oh god, yep, it begins. Attention staff, there has been a noticeable increase in prisoner violence, both amongst themselves and towards staff. In the future, all guards will be required to do their rounds in groups of 2 or more. Nurses will not be allowed to tend ill prisoners anywhere except the infirmary. Absolutely no exceptions. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's a flare box. Huh. To Captain Alex Sr., prisoner 203 was found dead in his cell tonight. He was found twisted up like a rat's nest. I don't know how he got that way or how he killed himself. All I know is I heard an ear-splitting scream from solitary. I ran down to see what was going on, and Baxter was already in a corner puking his guts out. Bert looked white as a sheet. They haven't said anything about it yet. What's going on here? Alec. In the past month, we've had 3 prisoners die on our watch. The officers are getting spooked out, and I'm starting to think something is really going on around here. Lieutenant Paul Ackerman. I don't know what the fuck that noise is, but I don't want to stop down. The Mid-Island Penitentiary has been experiencing an increasing amount of violence. According to investigations by city officials, prisoners and guards alike seem to exhibit a higher than average level of violent occurrences, and the staff on site seem incapable of providing a reason why or a plan to solve the issue. Police Chief Sherman Wills announced that the department will move on to the island if necessary to keep the prison running smoothly. When asked about the rumor of inmate disappearances, often explained as escapees, Wills refused to comment. Oh, My god. Nope. Let's get this. Where?
Burning with anger, they reflect your disdain.
Come on. Okay. Oh, I found a glue stick. Okay, I'm already maxed on flares. Attempted escape by 2 prisoners. Guards intercepted and shot the pair. Prisoner 48 in stable condition. The other died on the scene. Dr. Mercer to perform experimental treatment on patient's wounds. Oh my god! That terrified the fuck out of me. Okay.
I know there's somebody here.
Obviously. Oh my god! Oh my god.
God, please.
I see it, Sarah. The sigil is here.
Oh my god.
Anybody there?
Oh my god, this is really just starting to stress me out.
I know there's somebody here.
Damn, see, look at that. And that bitch is really protecting me. Oh my god.
Hello?
Oh thank god, okay. A Bible. Okay, we found the Bible.
Such brutality, corruption, and chaos.
The curse grew stronger as time went on. With each year, further tightening its grip, they built steel cages to contain its resolve. Enslavement, isolation, reckless abandon. The city would burn with hatred and fear.
Dude, you can't see a damn fucking thing.
Is there anybody in there?
And it got me. Damn it. Oh my god, that was so unbelievably scary for something. Oh my god. That was terrifying. I think, guys, that I'm going to end this stream here. I deeply enjoy this game. This is, I mean, on the PlayStation Store right now, this game's only $3. $2.99. Normally it's $10, but it's 70% off right now. And honestly, for having paid $2.99 for this, I could not be any happier with every aspect of the game. The gameplay is fluent and great. I like that it has a bit of an Outlast feel to it, with, you know, the glow sticks for the green, and then you got, you know, the phone to navigate, which is really cool, and the fact that you can't fight back. And also, the atmosphere of this place is unbelievably horrifying. Like, just the map and like the scenery and everything is so scary. But if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely check this game out for yourself, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, happy gaming, everybody.